We are PinkLion. We are about bringing humanized AI to the world's app teams to make a difference in how they build, develop, and deploy technologies. I am the CEO, Jennifer Bonin. Our CTO is Andrew Burkholtz, and Rick Felice is our Chief Operating Officer. Our team started the last 10 years together as a group, solving large-scale problems and challenges for companies across the globe, including in the gaming industry, with big tech at Dell, at Target Corporation, with Oracle, Microsoft, Google, and Disney. What we saw as a common theme was that we wanted to build an organization that had impact at its core, but also solved technological challenges for organizations. We started with social responsibility from the beginning. We wanted the ability to apply the solutions we were developing not only to technology organizations across the globe for profit, but also technology solutions that aided in creating a more positive future. We're working right now to apply cutting-edge AI technology to match first-gen college students with mentors and opportunities to help close the equity gap in our post-pandemic society. We are working with Lead the Way to provide technology solutions to children who are in hospitals for extended stays due to illness and disease that they're facing. We are working with Dream Tank to bring in children and leverage our technology solutions that are used in enterprises to allow youth to use those solutions as they're building, developing, and deploying their technologies in their spaces that they want to impact in the world going forward. So we started this organization saying, how do we create a more diverse, inclusive set of technology solutions? How do we impact the world as we build this fourth industrial revolution, where we're engaging multi-generational diversity of thought and including folks from all different backgrounds in building these technology solutions. So we started by getting involved in organizations to help assist and deploy the solutions we were building into places where we could have a social impact. While we did that, we were able to quickly gain momentum and revenue as well. Our solutions that we deploy inside organizations for profit, we were able to, in under 6 months, gain almost $4.7 million in contracted revenue. So very quickly, with the ability to scale inside enterprises, corporations, and organizations, while in parallel using solutions to operate in a socially impactful and responsible way at the same time. We believe that there's a need for humanized AI. We believe that human-centered design is key as we're building the solutions to assist people who build, develop, and deploy websites, mobile apps, and technology in the world. We've seen that the adoption hasn't been as high as what we would expect in these technologies. So what we are looking to do at PinkLion is create the App Store for AI, a trusted market space with social impact at its core. We look and evaluate every technology and tool out there that can be leveraged for the software development lifecycle and understand what it is good at, what types of technologies it's using, and then build gap solutions to fill those gaps for our customers. How we do this? We create custom bundles of AI solutions for enterprise and corporate clients. We understand what at their core their challenges are in their software development lifecycle. That could be in testing, development, product management, business analysis, UX, or design. Once we understand the challenge, we're able to drill deeper and say specifically what's causing your challenge. That could be their UI automation, it could be responsive design, it could be diffing of PDFs. These are things that are taking immense amounts of time for their humans, where we want to leverage AI solutions to uplift and augment the humans, so we're providing them with the insights to drive decision-making processes. Once we have this information, we easily can bundle AI technologies to solve the problems in those corporations and help them get the uplift they need from AI and leveraging the data and insights to drive decision-making. We summarize all of this in a portal and integrated console that shows them no matter what AI technologies or solutions they're using to aid their software development lifecycle, how that can impact the decisions they're making every day in their work. We are creating data sets that they haven't had access to see previously and allowing them the ability to make decisions and change the future of work for all of the folks that are doing their jobs every day to build, develop, and deploy technologies in organizations. We've used this across various industries, including the gaming industry, to help and aid as new games and products are released. We've used it in the cruise line and entertainment industry. We've used it in the retail and e-commerce industry to assist them. Across the board, having access to this data and information is providing valuable insights, while at the same time giving these options to have this information not only to them for their bundled subscription services that they're able to use, but through our bundled services, allowing customization to help aid and help people understand how to do their jobs in the future, leveraging both AI and humans together to create a better future.
Thanks, Jennifer. That was cool. That was great. Any questions from the mentors, from the judges?
Yes, I have one.
Yes.
Hi, great pitch. Congrats. Very clear. I still have one question related to your business model. Could you please provide more information both about the business model as well as the impact model? How you can measure the impact of your venture?
Yes. So two things we do. We build solutions that are in enterprises. Our business model is those bundled subscriptions to help them achieve their goals. So we provide our own solutions, our PinkLion technologies in our app store that we're building, that are gap technologies based on understanding the needs of the market space. So we will create and develop pivotable brains that solve multi-problem, faceted problems in industries, but we also leverage folks who've built technology out there already and put them in our app store. Very similar to Apple or any app store, we build and put apps in our app store that are trusted, that we vetted for data security and privacy. We've checked that the ML and AI has a high level of accuracy. We've ensured that they do what they say they do in the market space, and then put them in the app store once we understand they're able to do that. So we have exclusive contracts and partnerships with AI providers that provide different applications, and then we build our own tech as well. When we're building the tech, some of it is not all for enterprise and for sale. Our impact that we're doing is using and developing our pivotable brains that may be partially used in enterprise to assist in things like creating the eHarmony for first-gen to college students to match them to mentors, jobs, and opportunities. So we'll take that same tech, pivot it, and understand how many lives we're impacting by using these technologies to serve another need that has a social impact in the community.
Thanks.
Okay, hi, it's Melissa. I have a question about, you know, when you think about ethics and AI and how, you know, I think we'd all love to have a global definition of what ethics and AI means. And I know that there are, you know, lots of publications out there that, you know, talk about, you know, specific ethics. How do you translate those ethics over markets where ethics might differ?
So for us, it's one of the things we decided as we launched the organization was living on the principle of the organizations that we choose to work with and partner with. We want to have a certain level of cohesiveness around transparency. So we measure, are they transparent in what the data is being used for? Do we know what the usage is? Are they transparent in the type of technology that's underlying it? And is it truly machine learning based, or is it what we're calling faux AI, where people put AI a label on it, almost like when organic came out, we label it as AI, but we don't know what that means. So having a common definition and an understanding of, are the underpinnings actually AI? Looking at the models and the algorithms that are being used to ensure we understand what those are, and then making sure that the companies we're working with are using the data in the way that is transparent to the consumers who then are engaging and interacting is highly important to us, to make sure that people trust the solutions we're providing to them as the face.
Got it. So does that mean that you're carefully selecting which markets you go into?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I know that was a tough one right there. All right. Thank you.
Hi there.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Enrique. Thank you, Jennifer. I had two questions, actually. Thank you for the presentation. I had one question as to the innovative use of AI. So I was a little bit left wanting for more on what is actually, how do you use AI in this, and what is actually your core technical expertise, because I saw a lot of different fields that you brought up, from design and BI and UX and so on. So I would be curious to hear that. And then also, I didn't quite understand, to be quite honest, how that related to the college, to the young people looking for opportunities, or kids that had just gone through illness. I kind of couldn't match that together. It'd be great.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a lot to cover in 4 minutes, because the two pieces we do is create pivotable bot brains, we call them, where we can pivot the brain to solve different challenges or solutions. Those solutions could be an enterprise solution, which is one of our clients, for example, who's looking for, I'll give you an example with COVID-19, price gouging, trying to understand what the prices are of various products out there on the internet that are available for N95 masks and hand sanitizer. You may need to understand when those prices adjust or change. We can leverage AI to go out and look at the particular sites we're targeting, look at those products, pull that data and information back, identify when it changes, visualize it on the console, so that the human then just, instead of having to check all the time, what they do is really look at the data, drive their decision-making process. That pivotable brain that's searching and grabbing all of that data and information, we can pivot to now say, we're going to do criteria matching on students who are looking for opportunities with certain levels of skill sets to employers who are looking for placement of certain individuals into their organizations for either internships, mentorships, or opportunities for jobs. So leveraging these pivotable brains to solve multiple challenges in the world by looking at the trends of what consumers need is where we're really targeting that innovative solution of the pivot capability around the software development life cycle specifically.
Thank you.
Yes.
One quick one. Ahmed, do you have time?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. A very quick one for you. Thank you very much for the presentation. There are a lot of discussions and research being done on how AI might possibly be perpetuating gender inequality, racism, and so on, the way it is designed. As you test the different tools you put on your app store, do you look into this specifically?
Yes, we actually work with several organizations as part of our partnership, one being iVow and others who look at culturally inclusive data sets. So one of our important tenets was culturally inclusive and diverse data sets and evaluating those at our core. So one of the reasons we engage, as we even test our own technology we're building, who tests our technology isn't just us and our customers. We engage youth to test our technology, and they actually give us some of the best feedback as well. And then we're also engaging experts in security and other fields to ensure that we are inclusive of thought of how we're building and what we're building.
Great, thank you very much.